morning, everybody. I'm San Diego Mayor Todd. Gloria, thank you so much for being here this morning for a great day for our community. I'm proud to be joined by City Councilmember Marni von Wilpert, who represents this community and this district. Yeah, I'll give it up for Marni. She's working hard for you guys. I see it every day. You're getting your money's worth out of her, trust me. Our city engineering and capital projects director, Rania Amon, is here. Rania. And Scripps Ranch Civic Association President Bob Ilko. I told him my visit to Scripps Ranch is complete just by shaking his hand. All right. Well, thank you again, everyone, for joining us this morning for the opening of the long-awaited Fairbrook Neighborhood Park here in the Scripps Miramar Ranch community. As many of you know, or maybe you don't know, I like a groundbreaking. I much prefer a ribbon cutting because that's when we can deliver a quality project to a community, and that's what we're doing today with this beautiful park. Now, I don't have to tell you all, many of you lived in the community for a very long time, but for those who may be watching elsewhere, this was long an empty lot for this community, which now when you see it transformed, then that feel, can you believe that it was not utilized better than that for so long? Now you can see it as a beautiful neighborhood park with state-of-the-art amenities for everyone to enjoy. Let me give you a couple of details about what you're looking at. This is a 3.4-acre neighborhood park with an incredible children's area, as you see behind me, with picnic areas with shade structures, a sports course plaza that includes a half-court basketball and pickleball court. Go ahead, pickleball people, give it up. I know you're excited. Don't worry, Eddie Field's got some more coming online. We have a comfort station with an all-gender stalls, walkways with security lighting, lush landscaping, irrigation, and a whole lot more. I want to acknowledge that stuff like this doesn't just happen. This occurs because of the work of incredible groups of professionals. Rania will talk a bit about that in a minute. Our engineering and capital projects team, these are the folks that build this stuff, right? And we sometimes overlook their contributions, but I want to express my appreciation to them, as well as our park and recreation staff, the folks that will be the asset owners and the facilitators, the maintainers of this property, led, of course, by our incredible park and recreation director, Andy Field. Would you please give it up for our city employees, our engineering capital projects, our park and recreation, Rania, Andy, and all the folks. Our finance people, they got to cut the checks, right? The contracting people got to let out the contracts. Everyone plays a role in this. This is our city team delivering projects for you. I also want to acknowledge that this is also a community-led process. We try and work in concert with neighborhoods to make sure that projects that we want to bring forward are made better by your input and your participation. And of course, I want to acknowledge the Scripps Ranch Planning Group Chair, Victoria Labuza, who is here. There she is over there. And former Chair, Wally Wolfolk, is also here. Guys, thank you very much for your participation. I want to wrap up just by putting this in some context. Parks like this are really central to thriving communities and to a great city. As mayor, it's been my commitment to try and ensure that we provide more parks like this in every community in our city. Everyone, no matter their background, their identity, their ability, or their address, deserves easy access to high-quality parks and the benefits that they provide. This is in line with my Parks for All of Us Parks Master Plan. This will actually allow us to build more parks like this all across our city so that the young people who are here, as well as the not so young people who are here, have the opportunity to enjoy amenities like this north of the 8, south of the 8, all around, because every neighborhood, I don't care what part of the city you're in, deserves something this magnificent as this beautiful park. I will tell you that critical in actually delivering projects like this and policies is the city council. Yeah, I'm the mayor, and that's great, but you can't do much without the collaboration and participation of our legislative branch. And I have a great partner, particularly when it comes to infrastructure, in Councilmember Marni von Wilpert. So it gives me pleasure now to turn over the podium to your city council member and my partner here in District 5, Councilmember Marni von Wilpert. Marni?
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Marni von Wilpert. I'm the City of San Diego Councilmember for this district. I actually grew up here in Scripps Ranch, and I live in Scripps Ranch still. I was also informed I'll be playing pickleball this morning. I don't know if this is pickleball attire. I wasn't quite sure what to wear, but I'm getting the thumbs up. Okay, good. I'm also nervous because whoever team I'm on is going to lose, so I apologize in advance. But this is an incredible day. I always love when we have Mayor Todd, Gloria, the mayor of San Diego, standing with the mayor of Scripps Ranch, Bob Ilko. It's fantastic. I want to thank everyone who's helped make this a reality. And the mayor already thanked everybody, but I really appreciate our city staff who work day in and day out to get this done. Thank you to our Parks Director, Andy Field, and Tom Tomlinson. And thank you so much to Rania, our city engineer, who's doing work all the time in every corner of the city to make this happen. This has been a long-awaited project, pretty much almost my whole life. So I will date myself. I was born in 1982, so I think this idea was born 7 years after I was. But really glad to see that folks don't give up in Scripps Ranch and really want to make sure that the children and the families and the dog walkers and the pickleball players and anybody has a good, safe space to go that actually brings community together. So I really want to thank Bob Ilko and Wally Walfook for your work on this project. And Victoria, very excited to have you at the helm now. I want to thank Mark Sorensen and Gordon Borner and David Overski for your hard work on this project, as well as Tiffany Vinson and Tom Douglas. This is incredible teamwork for the city to do. And I cannot wait for this ribbon cutting as well. I also can't wait to make sure that every part of our district gets the amenities they need. I mean, look at all the children we have here today. This is really for you. So thank you for being here. We're so proud of you. You guys have had a hard time in the pandemic too. So now we can glad we can more outdoor space. And with that, I want to hand it over to, Rania? To Rania Amen. She's our city engineer and our director of all of our, everything you see that has infrastructure, Rania did it. So, all right, come on in. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to be here this morning, and welcome to the Scripps Ranch community. I also live in this community, so I take so much pride and excitement to see this park opening today. So I want to thank Mayor Gloria, Councilmember Van Wilpert, for giving me the opportunity to join in celebrating the opening of the Fairbrook Neighborhood Park. So this is an extremely proud moment for our departments and the most rewarding part of our job as city engineers who love to build infrastructure. This is for the citizen of this great city for years to enjoy. Before I introduce you the project team, I would like to take a moment to thank the community members for their continuous collaboration since the beginning of this project. We deliver our most successful project by responding to the community's needs, and this project is a true testament. So the nature static that you see around you here, the design that was put together, as well as accompanied by the varieties of play element, was developed in direct response to the community input. So thank you for your participation. Next, I would like to acknowledge our industry partners, starting with our creative architect, design consultant, Shemet Design Group, and I know there are some of them there here, and their sub-consultants. Also, the project could not have been possible without the hard work of the project's contractor and the commitment to complete this project on time. Dick Miller, Inc., thank you for making significant contributions to the project's success. Now for the city's team, Andy Field, Director of the Parks and Recreation, and his fantastic team that they will be in charge of maintaining this lovely park. Thank you. For the Engineering Capital Project team, we have our project management team. We have Kevin Oliver and Kevin Wayne. Also on the construction management team, we have Tony Perez, Hip Hong, and Sergey Ingles. Thank you guys for all the great effort and work that you put together. So job well done, everyone. Job well done, project team. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Bob Elko, President of the Scripps Ranch Civic Association.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here today. A short 24 years ago, we were told in order to get this 4-acre park, we had to build a elementary school and a joint use park at the same time. So thinking out of the box, which what we do in Scripps, we asked the question, why can't we build the park first and build the school second? That question was timely, as the proposed elementary school was going to be too small for the population in Scripps that was growing. The population that was needed was in Miramar Ranch North part of Scripps Ranch. That question then snowballed into, and follow me along for a second, we advocated for relocating Marshall Middle School and right-sizing the middle school at a new location, which meant building a temporary school, EBS, which is now the Monarch Apartments. EBS then moved to the old Marshall Middle School when Marshall Middle School moved to this current location. To offset some of the costs, the school district worked with the community and proposed 29 houses at this location and a 4-acre park. The community negotiated that down to 17 very well-done single-family homes. The community also wisely negotiated the purchase price of the park acreage with the school district with the strategic foresight of people like Gordon Borner, Mark Sorensen, Colonel Dingman, and others to negotiate the purchase price of buying this property in 1999. It was unknown when the school district would ever eventually sell this property, and when they do, that's when the time we would have had to buy the property. The district sold the property in 2014 to Ryland Homes. Had we not locked the purchase price in 1999, we could have easily paid double or triple the cost of this property. Paying less for the land also meant that we had construction money to build the park, $3.5 million. Today, what you see here is the Scripps Ranch way of accomplishing great things as a team effort. We have worked with 6 mayors, 5 city council members, several superintendents to get this park built. In 1998, my son was 5 years old, and Mayor Todd, Gloria, by the way, happy birthday, turned 20 when we started this project. He couldn't even drink yet, and we will be drinking after this. I'd like to thank my wife for all those years of craziness and my time away from my family. I want to mention volunteers like Wally Wolfick, Doug Lambell. Doug helped assemble the ad hoc community design committee for this property that included people like Marcia Linehan, Don Neska, Lorraine Burley, and others as well. Each of the 4 HOAs had a participant on the ad hoc committee. The Crown Point, Whispering Ridge, Lower Valley, and Shantamar HOAs. We want to thank the HOA from Shantamar for annexing the 17 homes into their development and making the homeowners feel included and welcome. As we've always said, a community isn't just a collection of homes and parks and schools, but the people here today who make our community. Many great memories will be made at this park. Now that the park is done, Mayor Gloria, we need to start talking about our second fire station. And not 24 years.
That's fair. That's a fair request, Bob Ilko. Von Wilpert and I are going to hang out a little bit later today to announce what's in our city budget with regard to infrastructure, which is the largest monetary commitment by the city to funding infrastructure, nearly $1 billion in one fiscal year. So we hear you. We know infrastructure is needed. And Bob, I appreciate you. Long-time service. Never compensated, always just caring about his community. And I recognize Bob as representative of many of you. And as I mentioned earlier, I've long been involved in civic life in the city. What I observe are volunteers, people care deeply about the city, who are persistent against a lot of headwinds, but they generally get things done. And that's no different today. That's actually what we're celebrating. And you have waited long enough. So let me stop talking. Let's go cut this ribbon. And then Chloe and I are going to ride these swings, all right? Okay, let's go over here, guys. Thank you very much for being here. All right, count from 3. 3, 2, 1.